A very good morning to you and welcome to The Brief. Let's take a look at the top trending stories for today. Rescue operations came to a standstill in the Mediabed area in Coast Lanka after yesterday's inclement weather after a landslide which occurred last morning. However, speaking to Newsfirst, Minister Mahinda Amaraveera said that operations were scheduled to get underway this morning.
What was once a hive of activity is now a tomb. The landslide that wrought grief on the estate community occurred at around 7:15 this morning. Minutes after the landslide occurred, TM Raja, Newsfirst, reporter from Bandarabella, fed us with this footage. Over 70 homes were buried by the falling earth and rocks. Thus far, no survivors have been pulled out of the rubble. For the survivors, all that they are left with now are the memories of their loved ones and anguish.
தாத்தாவங்க தம்பி இன்னொருத்தா தாத்தா மே ரோட்டில் வந்துட்டார், நான் கீ ரோட்டில் ஒடியான்ட்டோம். ஒடியாந்தோன்னைக்கு என்ன கல்லு நடி படித்து அவ்வளோ வலி இல்லை. அப்போ திருப்பி மண் படித்து நான் டக்குன்னு எந்திரிச்சு ஒடியான்ட்டேன். ஒடியாந்து பக்கத்தில் வந்து தம்பியை காணா, அவ்வளோதான்.
தம்பிக்கு ஐமே சத்தியாக்காக எதோட கட்டிக்கோ அப்படி துவண்டே கிலா.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa has expressed his condolences to the victims of the tragedy caused by the landslide in Mediabed.
A statement issued by the Presidential Media Unit reads that upon being informed of the tragedy, the President had immediately issued instructions to the relevant authorities to expedite the rescue and relief operations. The Presidential Media Unit says that the President had ordered Minister Armugam Thondaman to travel to the area by air and look into the plight of the people affected by the tragedy. The President had also instructed the Minister of Disaster Management, Mahinda Amaraveera, Chief Minister of the Uva Province, Sashendra Rajapaksa, and the Secretary to the Ministry of Defence and Urban Development, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, to take all possible steps to provide relief to the affected people.
Heavy showers affected other parts of the island too, with landslides and floods being reported from a number of areas.
Train services along the upcountry railway line, which were disrupted when the tracks were blocked between Ella and Demodara following a cut failure, have now been restored. Chief Railway Controller D.V. Gunapala said that train services along the upcountry line are operating up to Badulla only. 3 main roads were closed off today following cut failures reported from 22 locations in Gampola. The Gampola Hemmategama Road via Ambulavawa, the Gampola Kadugannava Road via Watadeniya and the Gampola Gala Road were closed. The Gampola Divisional Secretary noted that 5 families in the Singhapitiya area had been relocated following a landslide. An earth embankment buried a house in Udagama Kehel Pannala in Hemmategama. Our reporter says about half of the house was damaged in the incident.
Commonwealth Sharma, the Secretary General of the Commonwealth, has encouraged Sri Lanka to accelerate efforts towards a sustainable reconciliation. Sharma made this statement at a media briefing convened in Colombo yesterday prior to concluding an official visit to the country.
In his departure statement, the Commonwealth Secretary General said that full disclosure of details of missing persons is necessary for the durability of reconciliation in Sri Lanka.
I also encourage the Government of Sri Lanka to accelerate its efforts towards sustainable reconciliation and consolidation of successful and hard-won peace through continued implementation of the recommendations of Sri Lanka's Lessons Learned and Reconciliation Commission. There cannot be durable reconciliation without knowledge of the whereabouts of missing persons and accounting for their disappearance or loss. Healing and forgiveness are possible only with full knowledge.
And now let's take a look at your forex rates. Now that's a wrap of this edition of The Brief. But don't forget to leave us a like or subscribe. For the News First team, I'm Sandaru Ferdinando, reminding you always to stay briefed.